It's another time for broke on a budget. And I'm gonna throw up just a little infographic right here. And you guys wanted to challenge your boy. So I had three options. I got my Nikon D5200 right here. And I was gonna be like, y'all wanna put the kit lens and see what I can do with video, even though this camera is 10 years old and Nikon does not support it anymore. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this as a potential broke on a budget episode where I'm gonna take this guy and it doesn't even shoot 60 frames in 1080p. And I was like, okay, just with the strap, option 1. Option 2, I'm gonna use a gimbal with it. Option 3, potential future broken up budget episode, I'm just gonna use my phone and y'all can pick whether or not which one. But 60+% of you guys wanted to see me go out and film with my D5200. As you can see, this is the older model. This is the 18 to 55 VR2. As you can see here, you got your two switches and with just the strap. And I'm gonna meeting up my friend Yasmin, and it's gonna be the same thing except I'll be filming just on this guy. Similar environment, same environment, except you got your budget camera, your kit lens. And honestly, this is gonna be a challenge for me because it's been a while since I've been using this guy, not only for photos, but for video. And let's see what we can do with it. I'm gonna show you guys little tips and tricks that I've learned and how you can learn with any camera and how you can instantly take better videos. So enough yapping, let's get straight to the location and see what we can do with this on the fly. No storyboard, no concept, just shooting on the run, off the dome. Let's get this broke on the budget episode going. This is the memory card that I use for my Nikon, and I still do to this day. It's a Lexar, 128 gigs, more than enough for this Nikon. 4K might be a little, you might want to upgrade to a different type of, whether that's a SanDisk 128, but this is more than good enough for my Nikon camera. And you already know I will be bringing Nikon EL14A battery. It lasts longer than your OEM battery. I'm gonna have 3 of those guys, 1 in here, so 4 in total. SD card, just the strap, and we're gonna see what I can do with this. It's gonna be a challenge, not gonna lie. What is going on, guys? And we are here now out in the wild. And in this episode, I have my friend here.
Hey, how's
Yasmin,
it going?
with her fly ass fit of the day. So what do we have here?
Just, you know, some thrifted stuff. And then
Show the
Golf
kicks.
Fleur, Converse.
Nice, nice. Then you have your belt.
My belt, Michael Kors.
Woo. Your shirt.
Frankenstein.
It's a Frankenstein. Is it branded or just like a...
It's from Zara. You can't go wrong with their graphic tees.
This is gonna be honestly the hardest video that I've filmed. I have my D5200 with my kit lens, and it's a 18 to 55. And the good thing about it is that you can zoom in, so then I can go 18 to 35 without having like a prime lens, so it's like it's not a fixed focal length. But the bad thing about this guy is like if I zoom in, it gets darker. So that's the only thing I have to be aware of. And there's not a lot of, it's kind of dark in here. So my main focus for this is gonna be video. I'll take some photos, but I'll see what I can do with it. I have nothing but the strap, and we found a good opportunity right here. Really like this little path here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get Yasmin to get up and walk slowly, and I'm gonna be behind you filming you from the back. So first off, my settings are always at 1/50 of a shutter speed, 3.5 and ISO at 100. And this can get you to just walk like this, maybe like look up. Oh my god, there's pretty flowers or trees. Look up. So maybe like do like one of this. Alright. Here. So first off, my settings are always at 1/50 of a shutter speed, 3.5 and ISO at 100. And this can get you to just walk like this, maybe like look up. Oh my god, there's pretty flowers or trees. Look up. So maybe like do like one of this. Alright. Here. And then.
Okay, cool. Should I use my back?
And I'll be recording you from behind.
Alright. Do I think that my Dago or something? Yeah.
Before someone comes. Just wait for the action. And action. Slower, just a little slower, yep. Turn around, yep. Turn around again. And cut. So technically, since I don't have a gimbal, what I'm doing is I'm having the strap here act as a gimbal, and I'm just pushing it down, and it's much more stable versus if I was like holding it like this. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my camera to film in slow motion and do some good 720p, because this camera cannot shoot 1080. So I go to movie settings, 720. Make sure my shutter speed's 1/125. And let's do some filming. Okay.
Have you done any shoots on bridges?
No. Are there any ones in particular? I should look up. Oh, you goofed. Okay, cool. So one fun fact is when you're shooting, you never want to cross your legs, and I just realized I did that. So when you're filming, you kind of want to like sidestep it. So I'm just gonna do that one more time. Look at the sun. So what I'm doing is, since this guy has really bad autofocus, I'm making sure I am in focus where my point is, and then I'm pulling out of focus into focus, if that makes sense. Okay. So next fact is about if your talent has a prop, what you can do is you can get them to put on and off the prop. So what I'm getting you to do is hold the sunglasses like by your side. It looks really cheesy, but everything's cooler in slow motion. So you hold it here and then you go like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Go like on this side? Or?
Probably exactly where. There, just back up a little bit. And action. Slow, slow, slow. Okay, so now we're here and found some really good lighting, as you can see. Outdoors, not covered by trees at all. I'm gonna snap some couple photos as well as do some video as well. My key takeaway for this guy is looking at the composition. So my settings are 1/50, 5.6 aperture, 4.5 I'm zooming in and out from 35 to 55, and ISO at 100. If you want super clear videos and you have a not that great of a lens or a camera, 100 ISO, you will see what this guy can do. So I say my last tip is for everything, to get the best video and photos, I'm always at 100 ISO, or I try to keep it at 100 ISO. And because this is a kit lens, I get to zoom in out, but also know that the aperture does change, so it does get darker. And since I'm shooting video, I'm making sure I am in focus first, and then the distance from me and the talent, I try not to change it. So for example, I am in focus right now, and I move side to side, but I don't go any closer because I know that will change up the focal length. Hence, I will have to manually focus again and do a focus pull. So one last tip that I can show you, really great lighting outdoors right now. As you can see, this composition, I have these two SkyTrain tracks, and I'm gonna frame that left and right, and I'm gonna take a photo, and my ISO is gonna be at 100 with shutter with 1/125, and I might zoom in, so it might vary from 3.5 and 5.6. So with that, guys, that was my wrap with my D5200 kit lens. I didn't talk as much because I actually had to focus. That was a little tougher than I think, because it's been a long time since I filmed outdoors with this guy. Key takeaways: make sure VR is always on, especially for video. Making sure that if I'm filming video, I am on manual, so I can do my focus pulls. So there's none of that hunting. I don't need to worry. If it's photos, I can do auto. Video, I'm on manual. Making sure I use the strap as a little gimbal, like this. Much more stable than that. Left and right. And making sure I do subtle movements. And thank you to my friend.
Hey.
Lovely talent for being the video. I'm pretty sure there's some really sick videos I can edit out of this, and link in the description. Check out part 2, 3, and all the other series in this video. Link is in the description to get my free camera guide, as well as the gear that I have been using. And my name is Peter. You're watching Broke Visionary, where we all start with nothing, but you can always create something. Cheers.